much thicker. Here was what it looked like in January, and here's what it looks like today. Yeah, this. And I'm very chuffed, and I really do feel like what I'm taking is working. A very holy grail product which smells incredible, but it's not cheap. It is not cheap, but it's this. I literally can't believe I almost forgot this one. This is like, when I say the zinc was the holy grail, meh, scrap that. So much hair was coming out back in January, February, March, April, and that was every time I showered. That's the amount of hair I would lose. And I took this photo the other day, and that's how much hair I'm losing now every time I shower and go through the brushing process and everything. I mean, if you look at these two photos, there's a huge difference. So the fact that my hair has stopped falling out, like, let's say if it was falling out 100 hairs a day, right now it's at like 5. So it's really doing well. We're very proud of it. Keep up the good work. Love it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello, welcome. I am Lisa. I would love it if you could subscribe down below and join my amazing little YouTube family. We are growing slowly but surely. This video I'm going to be chatting to you guys about what I have done to help cure my hair loss. I will link over here the first video I created stating my journey, kind of talking you guys through my journey of hair loss. About 6 months ago in January, my hair started falling out rapidly. It was like one day I just woke up, had a shower, and felt like all my hair was falling out of my head. And that did not stop for the next 4 or 5 months. Only recently, about, I would say for a month and a half, have I been seeing hair growth and a reduced amount of hair loss. It has taken a while to get to this point. And yeah, I want to kind of just show you guys, and well, not really show you, but tell you guys how I managed to kind of overcome the hair loss and really help increase my hair growth. So originally I had been diagnosed about a month and a half ago with androgenic alopecia. I have another appointment with my dermatologist end of July where we will kind of like confirm if that is what I had. If he can't confirm that, he will do a little scalp of my a biopsy, sorry, of my scalp, and that will help confirm exactly what I have. But it was too soon. I think it was the end of May. No, it was the end of April, sorry. It was too soon at the end of April to kind of do a little biopsy. He just wanted to give me some stuff and treatment before that next step. So right now I have androgenic alopecia, but that is purely from him just seeing a visual of my scalp under a microscope, and from the pieces of information I gave him, he kind of concluded that was the diagnosis. But as I said, that might change because hair loss is just a wild journey. There are so many different things that it could be that we don't know until you get that biopsy, but I didn't want to do that so soon. As I said, I've only been experiencing hair loss for 6 months, which is a long time when you're losing the amount of hair that I was losing. But overall, I wanted to try treatments before I ran in and did a biopsy of my scalp. So anyway, I don't think that'll be necessary because of the fact that my hair has stopped falling out, like, let's say if it was falling out 100 hairs a day, right now it's at like 5. So it's really doing well. We're very proud of it. Keep up the good work. Love it. And I'm gonna, walk you guys through exactly what I've been doing. And I've got them all here, all my products, everything that I've been taking. I've got it all here so I can physically and tangibly like show you guys what it is. If it's something that I've been doing that I can't show you, then I'll obviously tell you. I did record this video a few weeks ago, ended up deleting it, but then I thought to myself, you know what? I prefaced the whole video by saying it might not work for you just because it has worked for me. And it was freaking me out having the video up, thinking, oh my God, people are gonna say like what I'm doing is completely wrong. But like, if you do think that something I'm doing isn't for you, then just don't do it, you know? Just because I'm doing it and it worked for me, it might not work for you. But I don't want to not give this information, and I don't want to not upload this video because being scared someone might say, you know, what you're doing is wrong. What I've done worked for me, and hopefully it can help you in some way. So let's begin. Let me quickly walk through the things that I can't show you. So the one thing that I was doing is every single night I was tying my hair up in a low bun or low pony to make sure that as I slept, my hair was not causing any friction, that I could just kind of like sleep and wake up in the morning and my hair was still in my head and not on my pillow. So yeah, tying my hair up in a pony every night was really like a big step in my process, because usually I just sleep with my hair down, but all the friction of your hair like rubbing against each other when it's down on your pillow does increase hair loss. So actually, thinking I can't show you, I can show you. What I used was a scrunchie. So I would buy a very soft, very what is the word called, like stretchy, scrunchy, that you can just tie twice, like 1, 2 around your hair. And I'll show you exactly what I did. I took my hair like that, put it behind, and I did 1 and 2, and I loosened it up a little bit like this, and I just kind of slept with my hair back like that, keeping everything in the pony, of course. So that was one thing that I did. Another thing that I was doing, which got a bit of backlash in the first video, was not washing my hair as often. The reason it got backlash was because people were saying that when you don't wash your hair, the oil secretion increases and the oil actually causes hair loss. So I didn't know that. I now have increased my hair washing to 3 times a week. I was doing it twice a week. So it's not like the biggest difference. My hair was always, you know, kept clean, but instead of washing twice a week, I'm now doing 3 times a week. But it's easier to say that now because not as much hair is falling out. When all my hair was falling out, washing my hair twice a week was traumatizing. So, you know, as much as I wanted to wash my hair all the time whenever it was dirty, every time you wash your hair and you see how much hair is falling out, you're scared to wash it again. So it's so easy to tell someone, wash your hair like every day, it doesn't matter. But when you can see how much hair is coming out, you don't want to ever wash your hair. You don't want to brush it, you don't want to wash it, you don't want to do anything to it because you're scared of the amount of hair loss. So it's easy to say, just go wash your hair as often as you need to, but it's harder to practice it when you can see how much hair is falling out of your head. And you cannot control that when you are washing it. You know, as much hair is falling out is going to come out. And I know that the hair that is falling out has already shedded. I do understand that, but it's almost the process is more traumatic. And I just don't think it helps your mindset seeing all that hair come out. So that one's a bit of a hot potato. I don't really know. I don't know if you should wash your hair as often. I didn't personally because of the effect it had on my mental health, seeing all that hair fall out, but I can understand the science behind it with the oil secretion and the hair shedding. And yeah, so that is something. I washed it twice a week. As I said, now because my hair is shedding a lot less, I'm washing it 3 times a week, but I would kind of dig deep on that one and see what suits you best. What else can I try to say that I did? I think those are the only 2 things, the washing of the hair and the sleeping in the hair pony. I also kept my hair up quite a lot because I was, as I said, losing a lot of hair. So when it's down and you can see it all falling out and hanging and you just want to like pull, and then every time you touch your hair, you pull another hair strand out. So that's also a little bit mentally draining. That's why I usually just kept my hair behind me in a low bun so that I could not touch it. But that was also something that people were saying, keeping your hair up causes more hair loss. So if you have your hair down, it causes less hair loss. But again, that was more for my mental health. I had to just not have my hair in my face or by my hands because I would pull at it and more hair would come out. So yeah, those are the things that I can't really show you that I just did. So firstly, I can show you this, the sleeping with a scrunchie, only a scrunchie. Do not sleep with an elastic, that will pull your hair out. The next one was washing my hair minimal amount of times a week. I've increased it recently. And then the third one was keeping my hair out of my face, out of my hands. Okay, let's move on to the physical things that I can show you that I did. Firstly, I'm going to talk through the vitamins that I have been taking. So I literally started taking these in January when my hair started falling out. I was taking biotin as well, but have since stopped because I just don't want to take too many vitamins. But that's a personal preference. Biotin is really good. So if you want to take biotin, I would recommend. So I'm taking 2 zinc every single morning. I took 1 for a few months and then upped it to 2. This not only has helped my hair, it's also helped my skin immensely, but oh, this is the holy grail. Guys, buy yourself some zinc and take 2 every morning. The other thing that I've been doing, and this was a little bit controversial because it's usually taken for pregnancy to build up your fertility, but I'm taking folic acid. It is amazing for hair growth. I take 1 of these a day. The other thing that I took from Jan is some omegas. So I've got omega-3, 6, and 9, fish, flax, and borage. Don't know what that is, but this stuff is also tastes like crap if you take it and then burp, but other than that, really highly recommended product. And the last vitamin that I've been taking religiously is my multivitamin, so just the woman's multivitamin. Daily support for busy, active lifestyles, but it's just filled with really good vitamins. So the healthier your insides are, the more likely your hair will obviously be healthy, your skin, your everything. So I've just been taking these vitamins religiously every morning. Oh my gosh, BRB, I almost forgot the most important thing I've been taking. Oh my gosh, literally can't believe I almost forgot this one. This is like, when I say the zinc was the holy grail, meh, scrap that. Collagen. Oh my gosh, if I had known this stuff existed, well, I knew it existed, but I didn't know it worked. And collagen, is amazing. I will put here the brand that I get. I get Motherkind Co, but they are really great collagens. I wouldn't necessarily only say get that one. There are really good collagens out there, and collagen has been incredible. Take it every day, just put in some water with the vitamin C, and I down that, and it just, yeah, collagen is huge. So vitamins that I would recommend taking to help your hair growth is a multivitamin, an omega, some collagen, zinc, folic acid. Amazing. Definitely think it's helped. I mean, you can see my hair is looking so much thicker. Here was what it looked like in January, and here's what it looks like today. Yeah, this, and I'm very chuffed, and I really do feel like what I'm taking is working. Okay, now let's move on to what I'm using, products I'm using on my hair. So when I went to my dermatologist, I was using like sulfate-free products, but he was saying the most important thing to kind of use on your hair is something that is really good and nourishing for your scalp. So the whole point of hair loss is because your scalp is not healthy. So you want to avoid having dandruff, you want to avoid having a dry scalp, you want it to be really rich, nourished, obviously a little bit moist. So what I started using rather is Head and Shoulders. Not fancy, very inexpensive, so suits me. Doesn't really make your hair look amazing, but it helps and it works. And I've been using this for 2 months and it's been doing really well. This is my second bottle. And then as a conditioner, so he said just Head and Shoulders 2-in-1 is enough, but I'm a girl, and at the end of the day, like, Head and Shoulders doesn't really make your hair soft. When I was using just Head and Shoulders, the brushing process after my shower was freaking me out because a lot of hair was coming out. So I was like, this is defeating the whole point of it all, because obviously there was no conditioner, so I couldn't get any of my knots out. So I actually ended up buying the Woolworths sulfate-free strengthening conditioner. I've been using this actually for a while. So I started using this before I started using Head and Shoulders, but then I stopped using this for a week whilst I just used Head and Shoulders, and it just didn't work for me. So I'm using this first, the 2-in-1, and then I just put a bit of conditioner on my hair to just make it soft, as I said, so I can brush through it easily, because it's just traumatizing brushing through knotty hair, especially after having been through major hair loss. The next thing that I do is the minute I'm out of the shower, I towel dry my hair, and then I use another very holy grail product, which smells incredible, but it's not cheap. It is not cheap, but it's this. It is the Kerastase Youth Solution. So Youth, what is it actually called? Serum, not solution, Youth Serum. Do a few on my hair, on the bottom of my hair, rub it in, give it a bit of a plump, and yeah, smells amazing, and really has also helped me a lot with hair loss. Then the last thing, which is what I was advised to use again by my dermatologist, which is a little bit controversial for me, it's worth it. The benefits outweigh the negatives of this product, but it's called minoxidil. So it's a 5% minoxidil, and I love it. I think it really has been helping. I spray it every single night onto my roots, massage it in, create some friction to really get the product into your roots, into your hairline. And yeah, leave it on there the whole night till the next day, and keep doing it every night I use it. So you can use it twice a day, but that is a lot for me. So I'm just currently using it once a day. But those are what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Those are the products I'm using, the supplements I'm taking, and the few bits and bobs that I'm doing that, as I said, I can't show you necessarily. But it 100% has been working for me. I mean, this is how much hair was coming out back in January, February, March, April, and that was every time I showered. That's the amount of hair I would lose. And I took this photo the other day, and that's how much hair I'm losing now every time I shower and go through the brushing process and everything. I mean, if you look at these two photos, there's a huge difference. So yes, a few things that I do might not necessarily be like approved by people, but it worked for me. What I have done has worked tremendously for me, and I wanted to show you guys these products. It isn't cheap. It's a process. You have to be willing to really invest in, you know, regrowing your hair, and kind of giving time to waiting as well. Like, it didn't happen overnight for me. As I said, the shedding started in January, and only recently, I'd say for the past 3 weeks, I can really see it slow down pretty much to nothing, back to what it used to be. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely ask me any questions down below. If you have anywhere, I bought all these products. I can link as many of them as I can, but like, go and buy zinc from, you know, all of those medicines are at your local pharmacy, Dischem, Clicks, Wellness Warehouse, and then all the other stuff is a few different bits of bobs, like Kerastase Hair Salon, Head and Shoulders is probably from a Clicks, the conditioner is from Woolworths, Motherkind Co, like dermatologist, it's a bit of everything everywhere. So write these things down and just find your best places to go get them. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As I said, it might not work for you, and if it doesn't, I'm so sorry, but keep looking, do not give up, keep searching for the answers, because you will find them. But this is what worked for me, and that's why I'm sharing it. Very personal, very subjective to me and my life and my hair, but yeah, it doesn't hurt sharing different things with people. And yeah, go and investigate it, go see for yourself what you think might work best for you. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Love you all lots, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.